Terrence Carter, TC Talks, TC Fitness, and I'm gladly here with all my people back at it again for episode 8. As you guys can see from the title of the YouTube video, I'm going to talk to you guys about me taking that extreme leap of faith and leaving corporate America. Now, that was probably one of the best decisions I've made in a while. And it definitely took a lot of courage. It definitely took a lot of faith in myself. And you know, it was a personal decision that I had to make myself. Corporate America is indeed a matrix, a trap, and honestly didn't want that for myself. I know today's episode you guys don't see Mars. It's just me. Night. But leaving leaving a job was like a breath of fresh air. And today definitely made it, more official because I had to go back and, papers, fill out paperwork, whatever. Basically, fill out on the paper my reasoning as to resigning. And then after that, I just felt extra free. And today, just, spending time with my Uber, um, worked out in the gym today. I did a lot of journaling. And now I'm here doing this live thing. But yeah, just waiting for people to show up. But tonight's live stream, I do some, I guess, questions for myself that I wrote down. And if you guys have any questions for me in the live stream, you guys can definitely ask. I want to say shout outs to everybody that's been supporting the YouTube channel as of lately. Thank you to anybody that's been watching videos, YouTube short, things of that nature. These past few days has been more so peaceful. It's given me the time to actually challenge myself and to slow down. Understand what I'm saying? The 9 to 5 system is very, very fast paced and it keeps you in this constant go, go, go cycle. And I tell y'all often, bro, like at that place I crashed out a couple times. I didn't had to crash out, going into work. I was calling calling out often. I was showing up late a lot because more so caring about the job. Once you start once you stop caring about something, it's time for you to move on. Once you leave the job mentally, it's time for you to move on. I'm not recommending that you guys just up and leave your job because nobody knows your financial situation. Only you know it. And you have to be willing to replace the income. You have to be willing to generate other sources of income for yourself. And for myself, like you guys already know, I make sure I'm in the stock market, I make sure I'm in real estate, and I'm working on my YouTube channel day in and day out. Like right now, I got to work on the views, to work on the watch hours. I got to put in the work. I got to keep showing up. So as you guys into the stream, all I ask is that you double tap the screen so that it does leave a like and you subscribe. Now, when I resigned, I'm in like a couple like Facebook groups. So you couple like USPS Facebook groups, and I definitely like commented on the fact that I resigned from the USPS. And some people was agreeing with it, some people respected it, and then some people were judging me. Calling me all types of names, lazy, the USPS is not for the weak, you know, just basically bashing me. And I'm just like, how you get mad at me for myself. It doesn't make sense to get mad at somebody for choosing themselves when it's their life, you know? And it's other ways to generate income outside of the 9 to 5 job. We just been so programmed and conditioned to think this is the only way. And getting paid every 2 weeks is the only. If you're gonna build wealth, you're gonna, try to get rich, you gotta think outside of the box. You gotta think outside of the norm. And I just personally feel like it was a good decision for me. People may not agree with it, especially in this current economy. And especially, throughout these times where people are getting laid off and people are losing jobs, that a lot of people may not agree with what I did. I agree with what I did because I was extremely stressed out. And it affected me. It affected my relationship. It affected me. It affected different areas of my life. Anybody that's in the stream right now, real ones. Just double tap the screen, y'all. It's 21 of y'all in here right now. Double tap the screen so that we can get the likes up. But first thing that I have written down is do you actually like your job or are you just surviving? This is questions for y'all if you want to answer it, but this is also a question for myself. So the job itself wasn't super duper hard. It's just the amount of walking. Like it took a toll on my body. I'll be honest. Like even with me being athletic and me going to the gym and training and working out and stuff like that, it still takes a toll on your body. You're walking basically 6 to 7 hours a day, pushing the push cart, and you're going from building to building to building to building to block. You got to finish the route. Some routes is like 6 hours, 10 hours, 8 hours. Some routes are five. All depends, but it does take a toll on your body. Anybody that ends up making that a career, me, that personally wasn't a career, and definitely believe that the job kept me in survival mode because there's a difference between generating income every day and then being able to have that in your bank account, figuring it out, and then making money and getting paid every 2 weeks and then having to figure it out. Either way, it's like, damn, like I would rather generate income daily and then, take care of X, Y, and Z, take care of my responsibilities, my bills, and then try to make more money rather than depend on a paycheck every 2 weeks. And sometimes the paycheck fluctuated based off of the amount of hours that I worked. But I know that a lot of people are in survival mode at these jobs because they're not making enough money. And then there, it takes 12 years to reach top pay. So to me, that's a long period of time. You know, you gotta, all right, you have to disassociate your time from your money. You see what I'm saying? We trade time for a wage. Wage is capped. When you own assets, you disassociate your time from your money. So now it's generate you or help you make money regardless of if you're physically working or not. This is why I tell y'all to invest. Why I tell you how to learn how to trade. This is why I tell you how to own real estate because you have to learn how money works. And getting yourself out of survival mode requires you to take some type of risk. And it requires you to be very, very disciplined with the money that you are making. Like I said, I don't be telling you how to quit your job, bro. Your financial situation between you and you. I'm just a random person on YouTube that's gonna build his what doing it. I'm building my brand, I'm building my online business, I'm taking it one day at a time. This is me. Do you feel free or controlled by your paycheck? Most people will feel controlled by the paycheck because when you receive a paycheck, it stops you thinking. And I learned that in Robert Kiyosaki's book, Dad Poor Dad. We get comfortable with the paycheck every 2 weeks, so we become more dependent on the job than we do on learning skills. Our like for instance, today in the stock market went crazy. Anybody that's an investor, and the amount of money that I make in a week, which is between like six hundred and $800 a week, Made that in the stock market, you know? So that was me proving it to myself that you could keep doing it over and over and over. I just have to keep on compounding my portfolio. I'm not one of these people that's gonna act brand new and act mad different because I like the job, or sit there and make it seem like I'm better than you because job and you're still at your job. Everybody does what they want to do. We need at the end of the day, like people need money. So whether you're an entrepreneur or you're gonna work a W-2 job, you still gotta make money. You could be an entrepreneur and not make no money at all. Now what? I mean, so but don't let the paycheck control you. Don't let jobs disrespect you or belittle you. Don't let people disrespect you or belittle you. Start looking at money totally different. You know, the more money that you have that's working for you day in and day out, and you're allowing it to do its job, compounding over time, the more time that you're buying back for yourself to be able to have the time freedom to do what it is that you want. And this is just me taking control over my own. You feel me? Like I said, it was a smart decision for me personally. I don't like to be in bad moods. I don't like to be constantly building somebody else's thing. Be using that time and energy to be building my own. You know. So for the people out there, it may not be the best choice for you to leave your job right now. But if you feel like the job is stressing you out, if you feel like, especially it's stressing you out, because stress can take you out very fast. If you feel as if it's a dead end job or you don't see yourself making real progress, then make sure you stack some assets and something else. I can't tell you what to do with your life. This is not financial advice. This is not advice at all. Like as like what you should do with your job. You do what you want to do. Think for yourself. Just like I said, I'm doing what's best for me in my life. This live stream won't be too long because it does feel kind of like the wish margins here, but I'm going through a hiccup right now. The road with the punches. It's my fault though. Next thing that I had written down was, do you think the system is designed for you to win or to stay stuck? So the system isn't designed for the working class to win because most people don't know about money. Most people don't know how money works. You're automatically playing a losing game. You're only strictly trading time for money in a losing game. There's only but so much time in the day. There's only but so many hours you can work per day. And nobody's gonna work 24 hours a day. So you're automatically playing a losing game. When you start putting your money to work, you're then able to try your best to play a game that you can win at, you know? But if you're just strictly, it's good, bro. Shout out to everybody that's here. I try to ask people to like the video. Nobody listened, but it's okay. Um, when you finally put your money to work, when you finally start getting the hang of it and you start, managing your money better and really challenging yourself to be a better steward of the money that you are making, it becomes a game that's winnable, you know? The reason why the system is not designed for the working class to necessarily win is because your wages are capped and your salary is capped by an employer, but the government prints the money. So for you to put a cap on the amount of money that you make, it keeps you in a scarcity mentality. Rich people and wealthy people don't think in a scarcity mentality. And they don't only tie their money to their time. They tie their to the value that they can add to other people. And within that value, they generate income. So me personally, it's like, bro, you gotta add more value to your channel. You gotta add more value to the people. You have to do more because now you on your own. Right? You on your own, bro. I probably get two more checks. I get one check this week, and then next couple weeks I get another check for the only 2 days that I worked, and that's it. You on your own. So now it's like, bro, you need to go within. You need to figure out how you can add value to people's life, and you need to have fun with it because this is what you wanted. Gave you exactly what you asked for. Nobody ever said it was gonna be easy, but you took the chance on yourself, and I'm proud of you for that. So that's a message to myself. Um, so now it's a long road ahead. You know, you got to embrace the journey, and everything is on you. The good times, the bad times, the highs and the lows is all on you. So you gotta do what's best for you. You gotta protect your mental space. You gotta protect your energy, and you gotta root for yourself, and you gotta show up for yourself daily. So been making my YouTube videos. I've been putting in the work, doing Uber. I've been investing my money. You know, and I'm just taking the journey one day at a time. That's all I can do. There's nothing else I can. Everything else is out of my control. I'm not a person that's like afraid of the unknown. I actually embrace the unknown because if I never take the chance to leave and I just keep myself in a bad headspace, me, yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm just like missing my fiance right now, but be alright. Um, but yeah, just get it. Like America isn't going through the greatest things, but to take the chance on myself, you know. Just a little bit of a hiccup right now. We gonna persevere through it. We're gonna persevere through it. I'm just leaving it in God's hands, not in my hands. I'm sorry, I keep saying my bad, y'all. I'm just trying to keep you guys on the stream, you know? I don't want to seem like a boring person or feel like my energy is dull. I'm saying because it's not. But yeah, if you learn, like I said, if you guys learn how money truly works, if you start investing your money, if you start putting your money into some real estate, then you can actually make progress. Bro, you see me doing a live stream, bro. Like you literally see me doing a live stream and you just come over here, like having a dog is like having a kid, bro. Literally the right people will stay for a fact. I appreciate y'all being here too. Go to your bed. Go to your bed, bro. Go to your bed. To your bed. You have a bed. But yeah, how y'all feeling today though? Shout out to everybody that's here. Righteous Eye, good, bro. Ken was good, bruh. Melted Ice. Shout out to everybody, real talk. I appreciate y'all being here tonight. Just a solo dolo live. The next thing I have written down is what made me finally walk away. So, like I told y'all, I was never truly happy at that place, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm not gonna pretend and act like I was. Isn't? And it's not even just more so about just only being happy. I'm not gonna sit there and say every day is a happy day, but it just protected my mind, bro. Pragmatic was good, bro. Shout out to everybody. Make sure you double tap the screen so that we can get the likes up. Um, it's more so protecting my peace of mind, understanding that I wanted to do entrepreneurship anyway and use my creative essence, you know, teaching myself how to be more disciplined and teaching myself how to be more resilient in life. And then not putting a cap on the amount of money that I could actually make as a person, but more so just protecting my mental health. Like, been belittled at that job. I've been down talked. I've had arguments with management. I've had back and forth with management. Yeah, bro. I feel like I went through like a torturing. I was in like a torturing environment, but nobody truly understood me. Like I would come home, I'll be angry. Like I'll talk to my fiance about it. She's the only person I really understood. And then I would try to talk to my mom about it if I go to my mom's house, but nobody, nobody really understood me. And it was like, it was eating me alive, from the inside. And I'm like, yo, I don't have to put myself through this. It's not this hard to make money. Um, there's been times where I've came home super late at night. I'm burnt out. I'm tired. I want to do is eat and sleep, and I got to get back up and do it again the next day. You know, I'm not trying to sound like a complainer, bro, but sometimes you got to understand, like, Matrix will really try to crush you, bro. Will really try to crush you, and in return, you gonna get this paycheck. But always knew, like, the paycheck ain't gonna pay all my bills and leave me with some bread after. It pay bills depending on how many hours I worked. And in order for me to see a decent check, I would have had to put in 50 to 60 hours every week at a job that'll replace me super fast. So, and then on top of that, I feel like certain jobs, dang, how y'all take y'all lick away? All right, there we go. Thank you. A certain jobs is like people would, I can see it, like people are afraid to speak up because they're afraid to lose their job. But I wasn't afraid to speak up because I always was telling myself, I'm gonna get out of this place. I'm not gonna stay there. I never seen this job for myself for 30 to 40 years. Like, you know, I would see a lot of older people there and I would question it like, damn, like they in their 60s, or I worked with a 70-year-old before. I'm just like, damn, like, are y'all still here? And I just kept reminding myself, like, you really gotta lock in because yeah, that was crazy. My live stream just did some crazy stuff. It just took me off the live, man, randomly. But to remind myself, like, you gotta lock in, bro. Like, you have to lock in. You have to, like, most of the time, the reason why we work these jobs is because obviously, A, we need the money. B, we never truly learned any skills that can help us generate income outside of the jobs, right? And and C, we never took the chance on ours. So me seeing the older people, I'm like, nah, like I gotta take the stock market more serious. I need to invest into more real estate and I need to do my own thing because I'd rather put the time, energy, and effort into building my own craft or I keep on building somebody else's thing. I don't even know this person. I don't know who owns the USPS. I never met the CEO. I never met the postmaster. I never met none of these higher up people, bro. They don't even know I exist. They just look at me as a number on a spreadsheet. And it's like the pay was so low compared to what I make doing Uber in less hours. You understand what I'm saying? Like 21 an hour, but after taxes, 16 an hour for a government job is bad pay. Don't care what nobody say. Bad pay. You don't get no real benefits for the first 2 years. You don't get like no insurance and none of that. 2 years, bro. And then they basically torture you, bro. They treat you like crap, bro. You can ask anybody that works there, bro. They get treated like crap. It's it fucks with your mind, bro. It messes with your mind. And it's like, who are these people? Who are you to talk to me any way you want to? Just cause I work here doesn't mean you could just belittle me or say anything you want, you know? Most management or people in general, they don't like when you stand up for yourself. Like people just expect you to just be quiet and try to block it out or ignore it. But you got to stand up for yourself, bro. I already dealt with a lot of bullying when I was in high school. You feel me? In middle school. So like verbal bullying and stuff like I'm not dealing with that as a, you know, to get up out of there, bro. My final straw was just like, I just knew like, don't want to be here. I don't want to keep doing this. It felt so like I'm so restricted, bro. And I'm a Leo, so I don't like to feel restricted. I like my freedom. I like to do what I want to do. But it's my life. Fail, fuck it. I'ma learn. But That's the only way you really gonna learn in life is through personal experience, bruh. That I know like every day is opportunity, and every day as long as I'm showing up, I'm conquering an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? But like a lot of people just give up on themselves and they just settle, you know? They just settle and they feel like that's the best that they can do. And I get it. Like you don't need no college degree for the job, and all you gotta do is apply and the assessment and then take the driver's test and go to the, it's a lot of stuff, it's a lot of steps you gotta go through. But I see more for myself, you know? See more for myself. And to people to say like people make it seem like you can't make more money doing something else, basically. That people just think like, nah, this is it, bro. I'm about to make $80,000 in a year. I ain't got no college degree. Just putting mail in the mailbox and scanning some packages. But you give me your whole entire life away. Some people got kids. Some people got families to take care of. I don't have no kids right now. I just got my dog, you know. But to each his own. Like I would rather get into the entrepreneurship, build my YouTube channel, because this is really what I want to do, right? And just try, try. You feel me? And just have that time freedom, bro. Cause time is number one asset, bro. Money you could always make more money. You can't make more time. And I like I said, I didn't see myself doing that job for the next 30 years, bro. Absolutely not. I didn't see that for myself. So it's like, bro, it's either you gonna take this leap of faith or you gonna just keep talking about it. One day I'm gonna leave. One day I'm gonna resign. And I don't know what's going on, bro, but my stream literally keep getting interrupted. And the time is messing up on the stream too. This is crazy. I don't even know. Like this is wild, bro. They really keep interrupting my stream. I'm not even saying nothing wrong. I'm not even doing nothing wrong. They done messed up the time on the stream. They done kicked the viewers out. This is crazy, bro. I'm not even doing nothing wrong. I'm just trying to have a live stream to connect with the viewers, and they keep on messing up my stream. All because of what? They trying to mess with my channel, bro. I don't like that. Work too hard for this. Put in too much work. Them to just sit there and try to mess up my stream, kick me off the stream, mess up the time. Somebody doing something funny, bro. I don't like that, bro. I do not like that. If it kicks me off again, I'm just ending it. I'm just ending it, bro. I'm not gonna end it right now, but if it kicks me out again, I'm ending the stream. I'm not doing this back and forth stuff, bro. It literally messed up the time of the stream, bro. We've been in the stream longer than 14 minutes. No, I'm not tweaking. You know, like I was saying, though, overall, man, I just have to do what's best for me. I know that I want better for myself. I want my mental health to be good. You know, that job was destroying it slowly but surely. And I just couldn't be in that environment. Like, for me to flourish, it's time for me to thrive, you know, keep building on my channel, keep building my online business, and just giving myself that chance, bro, because you don't know unless you try. The thing with life, like, you could tell the universe, you could talk to God, you could, you know what I'm saying? And say, I want this, I want that, and I want to do this, I want to do that. But if you don't take the chance, then you ain't going, but you gonna wait for the perfect moment? It don't exist. Either you do it and you figure out along the way, or you just don't do it and you stay content. You stay complacent, you know? And another thing, like I didn't want to be complacent, bro. I did not want to be complacent. I didn't want to be comfortable. I like to be uncomfortable. And I like to challenge myself. And I know it's gonna get tougher, bro. I'm not saying it's gonna get any easier. I'm not saying that. It's gonna get tougher, but I'm gonna teach myself how to manage my money even better, how to invest my money even more, to keep building my brand. Because this can take off. Yeah, I never know. This can actually take off. I can actually make something out of this. But I gotta keep showing up. On a good day, on a tough day, on the days I made I feel like it. I don't care. Some of my videos been doing bad views, bro. I got 9,200 and something subscribers, supporters. My videos been 20 views, 80 views, 100 views. Hey, I'm gonna keep showing up. It is what it is. There's some channels with 1 million subscribers and they get 1,000 views on their videos. So I'm just like, listen, man, only got 9,000 people. 100 people watch the video. That's 100 people. Better than nothing. And I don't control the YouTube algorithm, and I ain't gonna be a slave to the algorithm. Whatever happens on YouTube happens. But all I be asking y'all to do is simple: like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave some comments. I try my best to respond to the comments, bro. I don't wanna meet nobody. I try my best to respond to the comments. And the reason why I say I don't want to meet nobody is because I don't know people's intentions. You know, I don't know people's intentions. I'm not this big YouTuber. I'm not this big celebrity. Like I'm literally a regular person, bro. I just make YouTube videos and try to impact the people in a positive way. Help y'all break free from the matrix mentality. Not one of these channels that's like, let's do a meet and greet. They said I'm way bigger on YouTube to do that. Now I got a Discord chat, I got a Telegram chat. We chopping up with my people in there. Some people be leaving, some people be joining. Is that I like to be like to myself, you know. I'll tell you this too though. Don't ever idolize anybody, bro. I don't care who they are. Never idolize a person. I mean, I don't care if they got the biggest YouTube channel in the world. I don't care how many videos of them you watch. Don't idolize them. Everybody on YouTube is regular ass people that just create videos and I guess entertain the masses of people or try to help the masses of people, depending on what topic. Don't idolize nobody. Idolize yourself. That's it. And idolize God. Idolize another human being because they ain't better than you. Or, um, like I said, this stream not gonna be too long. Dude, like, would rather my fiance here, but pick up in the road right now. Is what it is. It's just me and Nisma. Yeah, definitely keep doing the same thing. So I'm gonna have to just end the stream. I don't know why I keep doing that. Live stream's never done that before, but I don't know what's going on. I don't know if somebody's reporting my stream. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna just leave it at that. I guess I'm gonna take that as a sign. I hope you enjoy the rest of your night. If y'all want to, y'all can like the stream. If not, it's cool. Subscribe to the channel if you want to. If not, it's cool. Life goes on. And just leave some comments below. I'm gonna definitely take that as a sign.